Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we got the family and we're going to build our first computer.
Gaming computer.
A gaming computer. We are taking on a task that we have never taken on before. Dun, 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 dun. We want you to look at what we got today, this system that we've got. First of all, let me show you what we've been working with. Everything, all of the video editing that we've ever done has been on this small Asus laptop computer. We're going from that to this big system here. Here's all the parts. This is a custom build, meaning we went and picked out what we want. You think it'll work when we turn it on?
It better work.
Like I said, we are not pros at this. In fact, we've never built a computer before. We don't know the first thing about it other than how to turn it on. How do you turn it on? We'll get there.
That's what we're used to. Push the button.
But we did a little bit of research and we talked to some of the experts, and this is the system that we feel like would work best for us.
They tell us it's not as hard as we think it is. It's pretty, just plug in and go.
We're going to build this together as a family project. Look, everybody's all ready to build this computer?
Yeah.
We're going to actually let you guys know the hiccups we have along the way and how much time it is involved in building this computer. What games do you like to play?
Helicopter one.
Which one?
The helicopter one.
Helicopter game? What is the helicopter game? Does anybody know?
No.
No.
Look! It's right there! It's that one!
She wants to play this.
That's on the box.
Yes, I want to play that one.
You want to play that game?
Yes.
Well, we got to build this computer first, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, before we actually start the build, let's look at the parts that we have. We'll have our model Vanna White step in here.
First up, we have a Thermaltake case
Whoa, a Thermaltake case!
with tempered glass.
The next thing we have is the motherboard.
This is the AsRock X470 Taichi AMD SATA 6GB.
The next item we have is the RAM. It's a G.Skill Ripjaws V Series 16GB SD RAM. The next one we have is the CPU. It's an AMD Ryzen 7 2700X 8-core 4.3 GHz.
We also have a Samsung 970 EVO 500GB NVMe SSD drive. This is a Seagate Barracuda 2TB SATA 3.5-inch hard drive. We got this for extra space.
Here's the graphics card. It's an MSI Geforce GTX 1080 Gaming X 8GB.
Here we have our power supply.
It's an EVGA Supernova 750G3.
It's Windows 10.
You're taking this very seriously.
Here's our 27-inch Acer Predator gaming monitor with NVIDIA G-Sync.
Join us.
Oh, busy.
Thank you. This is our dinosaur. Rawr! Rawr! Oh, scary dinosaur face.
Show Dada.
So what do you guys say we get these items open and build this computer, right?
Yeah.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Oh, come on. You can't even dance, boy. What was that?
I really don't care.
Are you ready to build this computer?
Yeah.
It is official. We are going to start this clock. Here we go.
And,
Started.
oh boy,
Open that box.
open that box.
Let's see this case.
Okay.
First
Number
step.
2.
How to unbox the case.
So here's the actual case itself. Here's the interior of it. Got our drive space. So it's got its own internal fan. Here's the front of it.
We're going to take this side off. So we got to unscrew these little knobs. We can open it up and lift it right off.
So here's the items that come inside the box of the motherboard. This is the installation guide. This is a postcard.
This is our memory of building the computer.
We got, what, an installation CD, a driver DVD, it says,
Yeah.
okay?
Software setup guide. Lots of screws.
We gotta be honest, is this intimidating?
This is very
I
intimidating.
mean, we've opened one box.
Two boxes.
Two boxes. Yes, the case and now the motherboard.
We better sit down and start reading. I have written instructions and I have YouTube videos.
I need
All
those
of them tell me this little guy here goes in first.
Now would be a good time to bring out. Now would be a good time to bring out those instructions in that YouTube video so we can see what we're doing here. All right, so we're 27 minutes in from the original opening of the case, and we've got the motherboard here. We have the CPU. This small piece here is actually the CPU. Looking at it, it's actually quite self-explanatory so far, like they're telling us. There's a triangle in the corner here that fits. See the little triangle right there?
Little one.
Yep, it goes right there. And here we go. We're going to set this right in place. Yeah, push down and you just lock it in place. We're 55 minutes into this, and now we're going to install the RAM. There's 4 slots here. The first one is A1, second one's A2. Third is B1, fourth is B2.
We have a dual channel, and when we want to get the best performance with dual channel, we need to select A1 and B1.
That's what we're doing. I've inserted the first one into B1 slot and the A1 slot. Slides in, you lock it in place, and good. Here's the CPU fan. I just installed it, just set it down actually on top of the CPU itself. Got this grease on the bottom that once you stick it on there, it just sticks to it. Now lock it.
Ooh, that feels like...
It's tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
Ooh,
There it is.
afraid to break something, aren't we?
But wow, it's locked on there.
Austin will do the honors of plugging in the CPU fan for us. Goes into CPU fan 1. See it there?
Yep.
Notch lines up. Way to go.
The heatsink fan that came with our CPU has LED lights on it. So it comes with 2 different types of cables, and we have to decide which one to use with our computer. So we're looking at the instructions again, trying to decide which cable we need to use.
Hour and a half, and here's what we got, which is actually quite an incredible task for us. We're good.
But I do know now where the graphics card goes. So after we figure out these cables, we can put the graphics card in, and we can keep moving.
Center Tech Support. My name is Tony. May I please have your name?
We've got the AMD Ryzen 7. And I guess we have to choose between a couple of cables. So essentially we have 3 cables. One is permanently attached to the fan, and we have that plugged in to the CPU fan 1.
So the one there that has the 4 pins on it will plug into the CPU power header on the board. And then the second one, did you say it was labeled USB?
Yes.
Those headers are going to be typically down towards the very bottom of the board.
Down here. Yeah, USB 1 too.
Down there all the way at the very bottom, that will be labeled USB. To just have the fan actually turn on, I think you only need that CPU fan cable plugged into the top there. But if you want like the light up RGB stuff with it, is where that other cable comes in.
According to our help desk, it says install this cable right in here. So that's going to give us the RGB colors on the fan. Here's the next piece we install. Goes in on the side. Make sure it's lined up properly. And it snaps into place.
After you put this in place, you gotta take the motherboard and put it up against it, and then you're gonna screw it right in.
There are some spacers underneath, and then we gotta screw into those spacers. I think it needs to scoot a little bit more that way.
It does.
We're installing the motherboard.
We are trying to. This is the motherboard we have.
And we found the instructions to this. These are difficult instructions to follow. We have to lay down the case, install the motherboard.
Ooh. Any more detail than that?
Using the screws provided.
Okay. We found the screws in one of the drives in a box.
There are several different sizes, and it doesn't give us the
Which size do you use?
which size to use, so we just have to try it out.
Now we got the motherboard in place, and it's just a matter of screwing it in.
Now we've got the graphics card, and we're ready to install it in port PCIe1.
Which is right down here.
Down.
I'll show here where that is.
There.
First port right there. I took the covers off.
Go towards the port more, or that side more.
There it is. Here we go. So it is in place. And now it's time to install the SSD. It's going to go into the second M2 slot. Right down here. Slide it in place. Looks good. Noelle, you want to see this?
Yeah.
Look. Look at what we got. You see all these colors in here? I see the reds, the greens. And look at this fan. It's going to turn when we turn it on.
It'll light up too.
Hannah, you want to pull this? This is slot 1. Pull our first slot out. Squeeze it together.
Yep.
And just set it flat right there. It sets right in here.
So tiny.
Other way.
That's unscrewing it. There you go.
Just gonna put it back in the slot.
It's heavy for a
Put it right back in there.
thing.
It is. Don't let it fall.
You got it. There it goes.
Yep.
Good job. Way to go, Hannah. Here we are now on day 2. I'll show you what we've got, what we finished yesterday. We did stand the computer up on the side. We've got these items installed now. And our motherboard, CPU, and everything here. Last thing I think we finished up last night was the hard drive. So next thing that we'll be installing is our power supply. Here it is, this EVGA Supernova 750. And in the box, of course, come a ton of cables.
Before we install the power supply, we have to put 4 rubber feet in just right here. And then the power supply will sit right on top.
Now Noelle's going to help us screw in this power supply. And Hannah, our big sister, is going to help her out.
Turn it to, hang on. Now turn it that way.
There you go. That's unscrewing it. You got to go to the right.
Got it?
What step are we on now?
We've installed the power supply. Now
we did.
are connecting the cables from the power supply to the motherboard. So we're looking at the instructions, and the power supply says to go ahead and connect it to the motherboard, but it doesn't tell us how or where, so we have to go back to the instructions for our motherboard and find the location to plug it into. Okay.
To the
full
motherboard.
24 pin goes on the motherboard.
Okay. Which it says MB right there for us. Makes it nice and easy.
It connects right here next to the RAM drive. And this portion of the cable plugs in right beside it.
So we're at the point now of hooking up the rest of the cables that come off of this power supply. And we couldn't quite figure out where they go, so we made another call
To EVGA tech support. That's the
EVGA.
power supply company. They helped us even with the remainder of the cables that come with the case even. So.
even those outside of the power supply, right?
Yes, even those that don't have anything to do with
So-
the power supply. Now we're going to plug in the graphics card. Cables go in right here. We got... Did you plug these in already?
Yes, I did.
Oh. Well, one is 8 pins and the other is 6 pins. That's extra. It just sits. EVGA recommended running 2 cables for best performance. That's what we did. And we just plug these ends into the VGA port on the power supply. I guess that's position 23
Third
in the
call
top row.
to the help desk. Third call.
Okay, in the positive, doesn't matter. Okay, so we just have one graphics card. We don't need the bridge then. This controls our fans on our case,
The LED fans.
the LED fan. We just have to plug each one in onto the controller, and then we plug the controller into our motherboard. Then we can put the doors back on and power this on.
Let's get her done. Let's go.
Get her done. Let's go. Okay, we gotta plug this cable in
Alright.
on the back of there. Be careful.
I can't tell if it goes that way or that way.
No, that part goes up.
Alright.
See, it matches the tab.
There, so now I
Easy,
plugged
easy.
it in.
We gotta line it up. There.
Yep.
One more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's short cord. There. There. Now we have all of them plugged in.
Now it's all plugged in. Put this on right here so we can turn the lights on when we want.
Now we are hooking up the Wi-Fi antennas. 2 of them that go here on the back. And Levi can help us with that, right?
I'll just try to take it.
Got them in?
Yep.
What do you think about that, Noel? It's like little antennas, huh?
I thought that was on top.
Like bunny ears. Yay, we got it. Yay, Levi. Thank you. Now we have the all-important job of Velcroing this controller, which controls our LEDs, onto the side of the PC. Are you going to help me do this? This is a very, very important job. Got to put these together. See? Let's peel these little stickers off. Thank you. And we'll put it right on here. Help me push that down. There you go. Where's a good spot? How about right here? Is this a good place, Noah?
Yeah.
You think so? That's where I'm going to put it. I hope you like it right there. What do you think about that?
Okay.
You got it? Yay, thanks.
So we got all the cables hooked up. It's just a matter of zip tying the cables and cleaning it up.
Now we're at the point where we're ready to plug this thing in. Right there into our power supply. And it's plugged in. It's not smoking yet, is it? Who wants to flip the switch? Noelle wants to flip it? Alright. Let's go over here and flip the switch.
The big one?
You see it right here? Turn that switch on right there. Turn it on.
Ooh, the lights
We have light.
work.
We know there's power to the motherboard.
It's like a heartbeat. The computer's alive. Maybe it says yay!
What does the little one do?
There you go.
Turned on.
Oh.
There goes the fan spinning. Lights are on.
And some numbers. They're counting.
Our graphics card powered up.
Hey, on the buttons, turning around in circles.
It is, isn't it?
Well,
Blue and
it
green.
didn't blow up and we did it right. We officially built a computer.
Yay, it did it!
So everything we've done so far, keeping in mind we still have to hook up the monitor, install software, we're just over 4.5 hours.
We
No,
can just
not
play the
bad.
game.
Not
We
bad at all.
stopped and called tech support several times.
I literally turned on the switch, so I did it, and then laid it.
Here we are now, day 3 of building this computer. And even though it's taken us 3 days, we've actually only been at it, as you can see, nearly 5 hours now. So 5 hours got us this right here. Now it's time to open this monitor, get it hooked up. Who wants to open this thing?
Me!
You guys all want to open it now? Are you ready to open it?
Yeah!
Let's get it open. This is a very sharp knife. Very careful. Don't touch this knife, okay? Touch it! Touch it!
No will.
Can you pick it up? Oh my, I think we should lay this down and pull it out. Big, isn't it? Oh my.
You broke our monitor?
No.
Did you break our monitor?
No, it's still in there. I
She's
broke
so
it.
strong. Look how strong
It's
you
just
are.
this.
Oh, good. Hey, looks like an animal.
Careful, don't push on this. Get off.
Not me.
Oh my.
There's something.
That's the
Yay!
cables, huh?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, look at all these pieces.
Like the two chargers.
Is this so exciting or what?
Let's open
This is big, isn't it?
Yep.
That's protecting the screen.
The back of the monitor.
Yep.
Now I get to help put the monitor stand together.
There's a letter A on here and a letter A on the base. You've got to match the two up.
And you also have to twist it and lock it in place.
Go.
Now we have to lay it over and screw it
Like
in.
this. There we go. Now just the power cable and we're done. There you go.
So now we have the PC build complete. We have the monitor hooked up. Now it's just a matter of installing software and we are good to go. So here we are at 6 hours, 12 minutes. And look what we've got going on this computer already. Fortnite being installed right now. What do you think?
This is gonna be awesome.
Is this exciting or what?
Yes. We've done things on the computer already. It doesn't lag. It doesn't do any of that.
So it took us about 6 hours to do the whole thing from opening the box to where we are now. We are done. We've got this thing built. Congratulations on our new computer.
Yeah.
Noah, are you excited about this?
Yeah.
Are you going to play some Fortnite too? All right, let's play some Fortnite.
After eating. There's too late.
Well, here we are 1 week later, meaning we've had about a week's worth of use on this computer. And look what Isaac is up to. Let's check in on him here. Yo, what's going on, Isaac?
Fortnite.
Playing some Fortnite. Look at the quality of that video.
Really good quality. Like, you can see the cape moving. Like, the way the lights are shining, how they fade into another color. You couldn't see that on what we were playing on before. It's just so much better.
Total build time was just over 6 hours, and it really wasn't that difficult to build, was it?
No, it wasn't very difficult. Nope. We had to have some tech support because we didn't understand the terminology they were using, but other than that,
Especially when it comes to hooking up the cables.
yeah.
That was a little challenging. Scale 1 to 10, a difficulty scale would say maybe a 5, 6.
I'd say 4 or 5.
It really wasn't very difficult.
It's not bad.
So have you had a chance to play on this computer yet?
Yeah, I have.
And what do you think about it?
I think the graphics are way better than the Xbox and our phones.
And what does little Noel, have you played on the computer yet? You've not played on the computer yet? Well, then we're going to put you on that computer. Let you play on it. So what do you think about this computer?
I say, we have Fortnite on our Xbox.
Do you like this computer though?
I like the computer.
You like the computer? And have you had much time on the computer?
Played
Or
it
has
a little bit, but
Isaac been taking it over?
I don't like playing on the keyboard, so I just play on the Xbox still.
All right, all right. I'd recommend building.
I would build.
It's why?
It's fun. It's fun just to get in there and put the pieces together and kind of see what it is that runs your computer.
And it's a learning process. I mean, we know things that we had no clue about just 7-8 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you leave us a like and comment down below and let us know what you think.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See ya.
See ya.